Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. For those of you that have been asking, no, I haven't really been trading. I miss it. I wish I had the time to dedicate to it. One project that I've started, and I think Dennis and I Thursday will talk more about it, are ETFs, and ETFs based on different industries or commodities, and then leveraged ETFs as well. I know Dennis loves to trade ETFs and is familiar with those. So my goal is to fill out this chart for everyone. If you're curious, you can go to ProShares, you can go to Drexion, which do offer leverage ETFs. Secondly, thank you all for taking part in the testing of the Follow the Money app. I believe it's going extremely well. I've had several people comment that they've had great days using it. For those of you that have had issues downloading it, I apologize. I know there's been quite a load to actually download the app. I am available. I want you guys to be part of this testing phase, because it benefits me, and it benefits you in the sense that you get to try out the app for free. And as I mentioned, for free, for those of you that are using it, when you go to subscribe to either a weekly or a monthly plan, make sure this says test card always approve. If it doesn't, if it lists your credit card, reach out to me. And if you've billed your credit card, I can reverse that as well. So reach out to me as well. So, yeah, like I said, thank you again. Your input and your feedback is invaluable, and it helps us to perfect the app. Our goal is to roll this out on the 15th, which basically gives you guys 2 weeks to test it still. Well, a week and 3 days. But on the 15th, my plan is to go live and follow up shortly after that with an iPhone version. I've already started coding for it. I'm at the early stages, but hopefully I can get that out shortly after this Android version goes live. Thank you again. I know Alan has some thoughts as far as the app goes. And let's see what Alan has to say.
So thank you, Brian. You've been doing a wonderful job with this app. Been a dream of mine, probably even going back a long time ago, when I remember on the New York Stock Exchange floor, and I would watch the guys from Knight Brothers using the algorithm. They were like walkie-talkies almost, but they were handheld computers. And I would talk to them and I'd say, well, what are you doing? And they're like, well, it's trading by algorithms. And I'm like, well, that's wild. I would have never thought that. And they said, yeah, that's how it's done nowadays. It's on algorithms. And so I was like, how do you get the algorithms? He says, you pay millions of dollars for it. and they code and write algorithms, and that's how it's automatically traded, and then they watch it. And if you remember, I was actually on the floor when the Knight situation happened, where they lost millions of dollars on the algorithms. And so because they had the codes wrong on doing it, that's why it's important that this app is going to get you in. You monitor the trade, you do the trade. Today, if you use the app today, it was so simple. You had Hershey calls today, which is a big one for me. You had Google calls. It was up $65 at one point. That was in the on the app today. UPS puts. I did very well for that. I closed my positions. I think it was $3,000 or $4,000. That's why when I say it's $37. I mean, I trade 100% on this app. I live by this app. This is what gets me into the trade, into the app. And I use it a little bit differently, and you're gonna figure out how it works for you. But the thing is it gets me out of a trade, and it goes ahead, and if I get into a trade a little early, like I think that something's gonna move. Like today, I actually thought First Solar was gonna be a good call trade today. Got in a little bit early. The app went ahead and it went from calls to no trade at all. And I'm like, oh, stink. I sold it. And I went ahead and took a small loss. And the thing is that I would have had a huge loss because First Solar went down a couple dollars today. The point of the matter is that the app tells you what's going on, tells you what to buy, tells you what to sell. And what I like about it is stocks that I'm not even looking at. It's given me trading ideas that I normally wouldn't have done. I never thought Google would go up $65 today. It just went down $50, $60 the day before. But the thing is I've learned to train my mind, train my thoughts. Don't ever go ahead and ever put yourself out there that you think you know what's going to happen. You verify what's happening. You see what's happening. You go with what is going on. My coach that I got trained by when I was doing the system way back when, I said, Dr. J, that's his name, Dr. J. I says, I don't get it. I says, how come I'm not making more money? And he said something to me that I'll never forget. And I wrote it down here. He says, only go with what's predictable. Only go with what you see. And everybody that I've ever seen that ever does well at trading, they never go ahead and jump into a trade. They look for a pattern in a trade. The 5-minute high, the 5-minute low is a pattern. It gives you an opportunity to get in and out, gives you a sell and a buy, and it allows you to get into a trade. So I really ask you to try the app. It does not cost you any money at all. If anything, hopefully it's going to help you understand the psyche, the knowledge, the thought process that I had before. My first thing I used to trade was the SIX, which is the European markets. Did very well with it, but it was about 60 to 70% accurate. Didn't really feel comfortable with those odds. Then we went ahead and followed the money on the options for earnings. I think it was 72%, 68%, somewhere in that range. But the thing is, you lose a lot that way. I found the app to be 100%. Now, the key thing is when I say it's 100%, part of trading is to go ahead and take small losses because you're going to have reversals. You want to be out of the reversals. The key thing is with this app here, it gets you into the trade, manage it. If you take a small loss, you take a small loss. Don't take a big loss. Then go ahead and ride the winners out. You had some really nice winners. You have nice winners usually every day. And that's the key thing is we want you to go ahead and use the app. We want you to be successful. So,
Right,
and we're going to
exactly.
get that Apple version. I'm telling you, it's coming.
It is coming. Yes, I've already started coding it. So yeah, hopefully soon. And I think there'll be a test version of that as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I know someone had asked me that, and yes, I definitely would like a test period for that as well. So
I was just going to bring up, another, the classic example. I tell people that in general, you got 10 a.m. as a reversal. So Google at 10 a.m. was at 29:30. If you go to the app, you got into Google at 29:09. So that's giving you a 20-point move. So anybody can make money on the 20-point move. That's just
Right.
all it is.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So sign up for the app, sign up for the app, sign up for the app. Give me the information, hook onto this thing, send me a PM. Let's get you going.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
All right, we'll see you.